In this video, we are going to talk about models of obligation and advice. There is a very big difference in something you are obligated to do or something that is mandatory. That's something you are advised to do, right? So it means that something that you can do or that somebody suggests to do it, but maybe it's not like mandatory, like a real obligation. So let's see what are the modal auxiliaries we can use to express these ideas. The first ones are the models of obligation. Let's see how they go. Must is at the top of the mountain. We can say the highest, right? To talk about rules and obligations, like when you read, you must complete this exercise. Not common in questions, so if we want to ask a question, possibly we are not going to use must. Often used in official forms, notices, and signs. For example, if you see a sign in a hospital, you can say you must be quiet, right? Because it is mandatory to be quiet in that specific place. We also have to or has to, depending on the conjugation and also the subject that you have. We use it to talk about rules and obligations as well as must, and is often used in conversations. So it means that if we are writing, possibly we are going to use must, but if we are speaking, it's more common to use have to than must, even though they have similar meanings. Also, if it is something prohibited, so we are going to use can't or the negative form of must not. It means that we use it to say something that is prohibited, to state a rule, or in case of can, it's more common in conversation than must not. The same happens to have to, right? So if we are talking, possibly we are going to use can't and have to. And if we are writing, possibly we are going to use must or must not. The second one is should. This is a modal auxiliary that we use to give advice, right? We can say to give a strong suggestion. It is used to give advice or tell somebody what he has to do. So, for example, if you have a person, a friend that is really sick and that you see it has some symptoms that are not common or something that he or she cannot manage at home, you say you should visit the doctor. If you see a person that is not like making a big effort when studying or working, you can say you should work harder, maybe to have better results, right? So should, that is followed by a base form, right, is used to give that strong advice. Should also can be substituted by ought to. In this case, ought to and should are synonyms. They have the same meaning. Ought to can be used instead of should, and they have exactly the same meaning. Look at the example. You ought to visit the doctor. It's the same that I say, you should visit the doctor. Check the formula, you have it there. Subject plus should plus base form plus complement. If you want to use ought to, you just say subject plus ought to plus base form plus complement. Basically, these different models that we are studying here, right? Have to, must, and can't, should, ought to, all of them are followed by a base form. They use all the same formula. The difference is how obligated you are to do the things. Must is at the top, have to is next, can and must not are coming, and finally we have should in a lower, we can say, responsibility or obligation. That is why we call them should for advice.